Does it go live? Now we're live. So I'll go here and swap to
Close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care, close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
You can also, if you're watching on here, you can see them too. They're watching. But they also does account for when they just our usage. It's got a 30-second delay between what we see now and what's actually. And that's a
yeah. How are you?
But I'm going to try to get it set up where everything you control is just from here.
Okay.
No extra board.
I'll just plug it in and plug it into here. Okay.
Because right now I've actually got to run power to this one. I got it running down to the box. So it's it to
Yeah, present the survey to the board.
Is it out for the video? This one I'm going to likes to go.
Everybody's like, right. They're in the bush. It's ridiculous, but anyway. So if there's anything else, everybody asks us. Never been like sending us off to another school. You can go and work in a school there. Not even asking us. I said, give me $500. That's it's a not extra work for that reason.
That's also that's why I don't want to shoot or anything like that. Just to catch it. their face.
You're doing more harm than good.
That's just the way it goes.
I'll bring it up to It's starting at 4 o'clock, so usually people are about 4 to 6, then people stay around way long like they used to. Yeah, I can see it. The only time I can see it is Christmas parade.
We need better sound up front.
Yeah. Yeah, if there were just maybe a couple more microphones around the jury box there, it might help. I don't think so. We have a terrible time there hearing anything. I hope that there's something that you can do about that. Yeah. If there were a few microphones like I got here, of course this is all integrated. If there's a big phone that's set out,
Everybody's been saying all about that.
yeah. But the room in the new building, you'd have to have microphones for sure. Because anyway, it's hard to hear. Especially if one of the chairmen talks real low, and it's hard to know exactly what they're even talking about.
You guys talking about that meeting from last night?
No, the new building, when we've done committee meetings up there, you can't hardly hear it. It's actually worse than the courthouse.
They didn't add a sound system or anything like that for it? Or?
No, it's just an empty room. It's just a big room. They were saying, they had planned on having an actual conference room, but it ended up getting cut out. Really, the way that the courthouse is set up really is better, where the people who come in can see y'all sitting there. Because if you have to have a set up like this where you're around the table or something like that, put some of them to the back too. If you ever have any real controversial things,
Do you do that on your own Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice.
So we're really pushing the YouTube right now.
And she has a spare pair of glasses. So, how about they give me that? Yeah. I did that too. So what I do.
live events here. Let's take a moment to ask you to do a little something for us, if you don't mind. We would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube page. Just click on the YouTube icon at the lower right-hand corner. Once you click on that, that will pull up the YouTube page, and it will pull up a subscribe button. It will be red. Just click that subscribe button. Won't cost you anything to subscribe. Never will cost you anything to subscribe. That's just a vote of confidence, vote of support for our page to help us continue to grow and to help us continue to be able to bring you these live streams of different events here on Overton Events. We'd appreciate it if you go subscribe. Thank you in advance for doing so, and we are really grateful that you're watching our Overton Events channel.
This was the first tournament with everybody in there. Yeah. We're ready now. She got this one. I got it ready last week, but I thought, I don't want to play those already. Just thank you because I need to take on get their price right back. Yes, thank you. Anytime you want to send it out.
I will. I'll send it out. And it may not be completely, I mean, there may be some to add, but that's what I got right now. All day long.
It's 6:30. Before we call the meeting to order, I'd like to welcome our three new board members. Mr. James Klaus over here, then Miss Ashley Carr, and Miss Shirley Myers. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. The opening session prayer will be given by Rick Dotson, Pledge of Allegiance by Mitch Stonesider.
Let's pray. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank this great night you give us, Father, these tests tonight, that Lord, you lead, guide, and direct us in every decision we make for the children and the teachers and everybody's involved in the Overton County school system, Father. Father, we just ask you to watch over and keep us safe this night. Father, just ask you to give us more to do. In Jesus' name we pray.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 4, approval of the minutes from the August 9th, 2022 meeting. I'll entertain a motion.
I make that motion.
Motion by Rick Dodson, second by Mitch Stonecipher. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Number 5, any additions or deletions to the proposed agenda? I hear none, so we'll move on to 6. Approval of the September 13th, 2022 meeting agenda. A motion by Wayne Taylor, a second by Jarman Hicks. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Under executive action, we'll go through all these and we'll vote on them all at one time. Approval of the following low bids for Toma for N&L Business Systems. I'm not going to go through those descriptions and prices. You can look at those there. Number 2, approved bid for pest control at all buildings for Universal Pest Control for $9,780. Number 3, approve the following low bids for bus tires and recapping from Highway Tire. Description of $381 for the radial with rock, $175 for the recap, and $1,100, 22.5. Number 4, approve the following low bids. Again, if anybody wants a copy of this, I'm not going to go through that one by one, but you can see all the antifreeze, the oil, the batteries, fuel filters. All of those were from Napa. Number 5, approve low bid of $175,000 5-gallon from Empire Industries for drain and enzyme treatment. Number 6, approve low bid for 307 Microsoft 365 A3 subscription licenses from CDWG for $16,885. Number 7, approve low bid for Surface Go 3 tablets from Microsoft for $94,497.64. Number 8, approve low bid for Surface Go top covers from CDWG for $18,750. Number 9, approve low bid for Gumdrop Surface Go 3 cases from CDWG for $5,437.50. And number 10, approve low bid for Surface Classroom pens from SHI for $5,039.58. I'll entertain a motion to approve all those. Motion by James Klaus. Second by Ms. Alice Reed. We need a roll call then. Then we'll go ahead and roll call. Sure. Oh, sorry.
The process subject to change, that is if tires go up or down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any other questions? All right.
William Abston,
Yes.
Ashley Carr,
Yes.
James Klaus,
Yes.
Ricky Dodson,
Yes.
Mike Hayes,
Yes.
Jarman Hicks,
Yes.
Shirley Myers,
Yes.
Alice Reed,
Yes.
Mitch Stonecipher,
Yes.
Wayne Taylor.
Yes.
All in favor, 0 opposed, motion passes.
All right, we'll move on to the consent agenda items. Again, we'll cover these and take it one motion. Number 1, letters of resignation from the following: Catherine Gore, Donna Lamb, and Susanna Owens. Those letters were in your packet. Number 2, the quarterly reports. Number 3, fiscal year 23, ESSER planning grant original budget. Number 4, fiscal year 23, ESSER 2.0 grant original budget. Number 5, fiscal year 23, CTE Perkins Basic Revision 1. Number 6, fiscal year 23, CTE Perkins Basic Revision number 2. Number 7, fiscal year 23, Math Implementation Support Grant Original Budget. Number 8, fiscal year 23, Math Implementation Support Grant Revision 1. Number 9, fiscal year 23, ELC Grant Original Budget. Number 10, Livingston Academy Volleyball trip to Orlando, Florida to play in a tournament August 30th of 23 through September the 3rd of 2023. I'll entertain a motion.
So good.
Motion by Mitch Stonecipher. Second by Shirley Myers. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Under new business, number 1, appoint 22-23 board chairman and 22-23 vice board chairman. This was brought up a couple of different meetings. We talked about leaving the same in place this year. A couple reasons. We got new folks on the board, plus we got the football building project. We're about to start the school building program. So Crystal and I talked, we had discussed as a board, instead of going through and changing policy, because the policy states that every year it'll rotate to the next district. Unless those board members can't agree, then we'll go on to the next district. So without changing our policy, the simplest way would be to go through each district. And if you want to pass and bring back to District 1 to keep the chairman this year, then so be, we'll leave it that way and not have to change policy. So District 2,
But I pass.
I pass also.
all right, District 3,
I pass.
I pass.
District 4,
I pass.
I respectfully decline. District 5,
I pass as well.
so he'll come back, so I'll be the chairman this year. Ms. Shirley, you can be the vice chairman. Welcome.
Excuse me, I can vote for that.
That's not,
That's a trick.
somebody wants, somebody once said, I'll take it if the chairman don't miss a meeting. So, but we need to vote on that, Crystal, anyway. So let's go ahead and vote on that. So I entertain a motion to keep it the same.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Ms. Alice Reed, second by Wayne Taylor. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
Congratulations, sir.
Hey, just for the record, I think to stay in ordinance with our policy, our minutes like show that each.
Yes, and that's why I brought that up.
And we will continue District 2 next year.
Absolutely. Next September, we'll go to District 2 just like we were. Number 2, appoint the 22-23 Tennessee Legislative Network Representative. I'll take nominations for that. I nominate Ashley.
Second.
So we got a nomination for Miss Ashley Carr, and we have a second by Wayne Taylor. So we got, is that the only nomination? All right, so we got a motion on the floor. So Ashley Carr for the Tennessee Legislative Network, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Congratulations, Ashley.
Yeah. We seem to be lucky down there.
Number 3, consider approval for Age Roberts to replace old playground equipment. That'll be funded by the COVID loss allocation, PTO, and fund rate. So I'll entertain a motion to it. Motion by James Klaus. Second by Mitch Stonecipher. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Number 4, consider approval of Board Policy 5.113, in-service and professional learning opportunities. That was in your packet as well. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Rick Dodson. Second by James Klaus. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Consider approval to hire JROTC officer and JROTC non-commissioned officer. So before I take a motion, so talk to Miss Mandy Looper. She's had that up at the high school. It appears that we have approval. It appears that August of 23, our next school year, then we should be ready to go with our JROTC program at the high school. So I talked to Dr. Holman. Since the board has to fund half that salary, I wanted to go ahead and approve that. That way, when the timing comes, whether it's next month or 3 months from now, they want to go ahead and hire the officer and the non-commissioned officer, start getting ready, when they have that approval to start that program.
You remember how much we had budgeted for that?
It probably will not hit till our 23-24 budget, because it's not going to.
So it'll be set.
It'll be set for that, and it's roughly $50,000 total. I think it's about 25 each. Then the Army pays the other half. I'll entertain a motion to approve. So moved. Motion by Mitch Stonecipher, second by Miss Alice Reed. Any other discussion? Since those are new positions and expending money, take a roll call.
Wayne Taylor,
Yes.
Mitch Stonecipher,
Yes.
Alice Reed,
Yes.
Shirley Myers,
Yes.
Jarman Hicks,
Yes.
Mike Hayes,
Yes.
Ricky Dodson,
Yes.
James Klaus,
Yes.
Ashley Carr,
Yes.
William Abston,
Yes.
10-4, 0 opposed, motion passes.
Item number 6, consider approval to increase school board meeting compensation rates. This was something that was brought up by Ms. Connie from the county. They had their increases as well for the county commissioners, and the county is budgeted for the school board increase. This is in your packet also. Currently, for a scheduled meeting, it's $175. That new rate was at $200 per meeting. A work session is currently 40. It would go up $10 to $50. The board chairs from $115 to $125, and the board secretaries from $75 to $100. So it's $25 a meeting there. So based on the county's approval that they budgeted for, and Ms. Connie giving us that recommendation, that was the recommendation from her. I'll entertain a motion to increase those rates. Motion by Jarman Hicks. Second from Ms. Ashley Carr. Any discussion?
This is, that's consistent with other.
Correct. So the county commission, Crystal, correct me if I'm wrong, they get $200 a meeting? They get $250 a meeting. Yeah. $250 a meeting?
If you're a million on the county and $100 on the committee meeting.
If you're a committee, you get $100 for that. So. Yeah, we can't do more than that. Am I correct? Any other discussion? Let's roll call that one, Crystal, too.
William Abston,
Yes.
Ashley Carr,
Yes.
James Klaus,
Yes.
Ricky Dodson,
Yes.
Mike Hayes,
Yes.
Jarman Hicks,
Yes.
Shirley Myers,
Yes.
Alice Reed,
Yes.
Mitch Stonecipher,
Yes.
Wayne Taylor,
Yes.
10-4, 0 opposed, motion passes.
Number 7, consider approval of the 22-23 ESSER 3.0 public plan for remaining funds. This was in your packet as well. This is just a breakdown of the ESSER 3 funds. I'll let Dr. Holmes speak to that. It's just a breakdown of what Teresa had to submit to the state as far as our ESSER 3 funds. And going back ESSER 2, we still got to June 2023 to spend those. Then ESSER 3, we've got to June 2024 to spend those as well. But that's just a breakdown for everybody to know as far as educators, foundations, academics, what portion is going to that from ESSER 3. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Ms. Alice Reed, second by William Abston. Any discussion?
Just real quick, you said in 2023, we're still on 3.0, right?
Yeah, 2023 is 2.0. And 3.0 we have until June of 24. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Number 8, consider approval of fiscal year 23 141 general purpose school division 1. That was attachment 7. Crystal, help me on that for me. Is that the list we had? The GP revision 1.
Sorry, it's a little colors on it.
Okay. So
And on
everyone's got a
that
copy.
budget amendment was the first general purpose schools budget amendment this year for 141. And the yellow highlights, that's just kind of for my references. If you look, there is some very pale blue highlights on a few of these. And the only things that is in this amendment is simply when we built the first amendment back in, or the first budget back in May for this year, we did not know for certain that we were going to get salary equity funding and that was continuing. But we did confirm that, and so this just moves that salary equity funding into the correct categories, as opposed to where we just put it in as a hold at the moment. And then there was one more change, which is in category 73300, and that was just to budget the 73300 is for the after school programs, and it was moving funding from the code 189 other salaries and wages to 146 bus drivers, which would be the correct category that they should be listed in. We was just trying to tidy those up. So that was the only changes in this first budget amendment.
entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make it.
Motion by Ms. Shirley Myers, second by James Klaus. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Special recognition, Wilson Elementary.
This is a good day on this table. The principals and I, we have goals that are, the school system has all kinds of goals. We have goals for everything. But as a group of administrators, our goal has always been to be a reward school. Every school wants to be a reward school. When you look at the criteria of what a reward school is, it looks at three areas. One is academic achievement, the other is academic growth, and the last one is attendance or chronic absenteeism. So they have to, there's a heat map that these scores are loaded into, and it tallies up. The maximum you can make out of that is a 4. And all the principals know that the magic number is 3.1. 3.1. So thankfully, and we are so thankful and happy that Wilson Elementary scored a 3.1. And we've got other schools in our district that were close also. And we're happy, we're proud for all of our schools. But tonight is Wilson Elementary's night. And I could not be more happy of a group of educators and staff. We have many educators and several staff members here as well. And let me say this real quick. It takes every one of us in the building to be successful. Everybody in the building plays a vital role in making that school successful. And this is a good example of that. I really like the reward school scenarios, and I'm very tickled. I think you can tell I'm a little excited about this tonight. This is something I've already told Ms. Fisher and all the principals today, that next year I hope that we have, I hope there's teachers out in the hallway. We have so many reward schools. I hope that we don't have room for them all. Because what that does, in my opinion, everyone, is that shows that a school is well-rounded. They're doing good and pretty well every facet of a student's education. Before we I'd like to get a picture of everyone. But before we do that, I'd like for each one of the people to just tell us who you are and what you do at the school. We'll start with Ms. Ashley.
I'll go first. You want me to stand
Yeah,
up?
stand up.
I know it's hard to see me, but I'm Ms. Fisher. I'm the proud principal of Wilson Elementary. And I want to say thank you, Dr. Holman and board members, for this reception. And thank you for your outpouring love and support, especially your Dr. Holman of Wilson Elementary. Back when Dr. Holman was the principal at Rigmond, me and him and some other principals, we had like a little bit of competition of who's going to be a reward school and who's not. And it was a friendly competition, but
we call it healthy.
yes, we were always proud for each other. But you know, Dr. Holman knows that my goal, and my faculty and support staff knows our goal is always to be a reward school, and I'm truly proud of everyone. It takes all of us. We have high expectations for our students. We love our students, but we also love each other. So I'm truly proud. And again, I'm Ms. Fisher.
Ms. Fisher, one little analogy that I've made is this is like winning the state tournament for academics. So,
and that's how I explain it to people. I was like, this is my state championship. So,
you don't have a ring, but you've got that banner.
exactly. When I get that banner, we're going to display it, and our kids are excited. We're going to be celebrating as well.
And we have joked that Ms. Fisher probably took this letter from the commissioner, blew it up to poster size, and it's hanging in her house right now. So, anyway, we're really tickled.
Thank you.
Ms. Heather,
I'm Heather Bauman.
stand up, Ms. Heather.
I'm Heather Bauman. I do title and testing.
Always.
Always.
This Watson girl.
This is also 46 math.
So I'm here as a pre-K teacher.
Judy Miller, I'm pre-K assistant.
Philip Bowman, computers and RTI. Jennifer Smith, full attendance. Sarah Jones, 3rd grade. Tammy Woodford, cafeteria manager.
Anna Dishman, cook.
Tabitha Smith, 1st grade.
Olivia Beatty, 4th through 6th, science and social studies.
Brittany Raines, 4th through 6th, ELA.
Sean Lamont, and I'm the academic interventionist.
Mariah Abson, I'm school nurse.
Jenny Reed, and I'm 2nd grade.
Sabrina Lane, and I'm 7th and 8th math and science. Katrina Swallows, cook.
I'm Alan Natcher, and I'm the school resource officer.
Everybody, we couldn't be more proud of you.
Picture down there.
You all come up and we're going to organize somewhere or other for a picture.
Smile, Dawn.
Take 2 or 3 of these, please.
Record yourself.
Okay, now, on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's get one without a flag. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Christmas. I want this on the front page. Christmas cards from Wilson. I want this on the front page. That's right. You know what I do all.
Whole front page. Next, under special recognition, OCA, Ms. Jennifer Allen.
Well, y'all left me a tough act to follow for them. Have a couple of things to bring to your attention that are concerns at the legislative level. One has to do with the cataloging of the books. The way the law is read, it's required that all the books, the materials in the library be cataloged and published on a website. And there's some controversy as to whether that applies to teachers' private libraries or not. So that's something we're keeping our eye on because that's going to affect most of our elementary teachers and a lot of our high school teachers in the county. If we have to catalog that, I've heard a lot of teachers say, I'll just take mine home. And that's a shame. People from the legislature have voiced that that was not the intent of the law, and there is hope at this point that when they go back into session in January, they will clarify the intent of the law and maybe hone the law a little bit so that it takes the pressure off the classroom teacher. The other area of concern legislatively has to do with that law with about third grade retention and how murky the water is around testing. And that too is hopefully going to be revisited when they go back into session. So I know you will anxiously watch along with us, hoping for some relief on those legislative decisions that really didn't take the teachers and students into consideration very much. All right, after the negative stuff, the good stuff. Congratulations to Wilson. And welcome to the new board members from OCA. And we'd like to express our continued appreciation for our continuing board members. I hate to say the old guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. And everybody's got a copy of the director's report in your pack as well. So at this point, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Rick Dotson. Second by Jarman Hicks. Any discussion? All in favor? Say aye. Opposed? Everybody good just going on in the work session? Yeah. All right, so item number 1 on the work session. Thank you all. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The Best Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.